Hello friends, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Myself ID, who is making the reports for WFM, MIS and more activities. So today I am trying to tell you about shrinkage report, the actual calculation for shrinkage, the types of shrinkage, and what is the importance of shrinkage report in your company, in your office. It may be you are working in any hospital, you are working in any call center, you are working in BPO, mall or production unit, it may be, but shrinkage is very important report. So here I will try to tell you the overall things of shrinkage. So friends, before starting this shrinkage report, I would like to request you that if you are our new viewer, please subscribe my channel, who will definitely give you the knowledge for more things related MIS, WFM and more activities on behalf of my personal experience. And I have set a target for 500 likes today. If you feel my video is important and it is useful, it is giving some positive things to you in your performance or growth or in your learning, then please do like this video, because we have set a target for 500 likes today for this video. So let's start friends. The shrinkage, how to calculate shrinkage, what is shrinkage? So there are two types of shrinkage. First it called in-office shrinkage, another is out-office shrinkage. So friends, first thing to understand what is shrinkage, you can see this icon, okay, it is totally green but 1/4 part is red of this circle. So these are the unattended people who were rostered to come in office, yeah, who were rostered to be available in office, but they are not present on the real time as per the roster. So this 1/4 part has affected the overall circle. You can see outline. It is a effect of redness in the borderline of this circle, okay. So you can see the little absent people who are uninformed people who are not available on the real time when we were in need of that people, they have affected our overall process, overall business, okay. So the calculation for this type of report making is called shrinkage. So two types I have told to you. Let's start the better understanding for this. What is shrinkage? Shrinkage is concerned to check the absent candidate percent in a defined period. It may be on real time or in future data or historic data. Defined period or process who are supposed to be present as per roster. Shrinkage is concerned to check the absent candidate percentage in a defined period or process who are supposed to be present as per roster. So what is in-office shrinkage? This is calculated for those advisors here, those peoples who are rostered to be present in office, and they may be on tea break, lunch break, training, quality session, HR activity, or may be involved in any other office activity. Okay, this calculation comes under in-office shrinkage. It means we have called the people to be present in office and they are in office, but as per real-time requirement they are not able to take our services, they are not ready to do work, okay. So it calculates under in-office shrinkage, okay. People are present in office, they came to office for working, But on the real time situation, they did not come, they did not available, they are not available to take calls. Like this, we have out of hours shrinkage. It is a calculation percent for the active people in system, but they may be on week off, leave, holidays, etc. And if anyone got absent even on roster, will also be considered in this calculation. It means you can say the people who were roster, who were week offs, who were leaves, who were on holidays, it will be a part of calculation in out of shrinkage. And if the person who was roster or who were roster to be present in office but they did not turn to office, we also calculate in out of shrinkage. Okay. So in short, again I am clearing to you, the people who are come to office to attend the work but they are not ready to do work is called in office shrinkage. We will calculate in office shrinkage. And the person who are active in system, okay, there is a two difference. People who has come in office, who are present in office but not ready to work, will call as in office shrinkage. The person who are active in system but not present in office, that will be called out of shrinkage. Now I am trying to clarify you the in office shrinkage calculation components. You may know that in any office there is a staffing time. What is staff time? Staff time depends as per the process. 9 hours is the standard staff time for any office, which calculate the break time. That would be for 1 hour for break, in 15 minutes 2 times of break for tea break, and 30 minutes for lunch break. So total is 1 hour break. Okay, and 8 hours is working hours. Okay. So here I am trying to tell you about in office plan shrinkage. So what is plan shrinkage? You know, tea break every day candidate will take, in morning tea break and evening tea break. Lunch break will be taken by the candidate. It is definitely planned. Okay, so it calls plan shrinkage. The people who has come in office will be absent during this time for the tea break, so will consider in office shrinkage. Okay, lunch break in office shrinkage. If the HR activity, quality session and training session is already planned, it will consider in plan shrinkage. Okay, because it may be 2 days before announcement for the training or quality session, or 1 day before. If any time immediate requirement for quality session or training session, it may be exceptional, and in that case we would take the approval of operation manager or process manager to do immediate session. Okay, so now unplanned shrinkage. Unplanned shrinkage, it is immediate requirement of half day, will call unplanned shrinkage. Without information, if anybody is taking break, is will call unplanned shrinkage. So friends, if the HR activity, quality session, training session is not planned and we require immediate, okay, so it will consider in unplanned shrinkage. If it is planned, it will be considered in planned shrinkage. So here you can check the components for planned shrinkage, in office shrinkage and unplanned shrinkage. Now I am trying to tell you the calculation for in office shrinkage. Here I have taken an example by pasting some manual data. Like here I mention interval slot time. It is a window time for working 8 AM to 9 PM, slot wise 8 AM, 9 AM, 10 AM, 11 AM, 12 PM. 13 p.m. this is the time slot. Okay, 1 p.m., 2 p.m., 3 p.m., 4 p.m., 5 p.m., 6 p.m. Okay, shift wise head count addition. When we start our day, we would have 20 head count, 20 manpower, and 20 is roster against the 20 head count. Okay, now the available head count is 20. When the 9 a.m. is taken, the 10 more people come and roster count would be 20 plus 10, 30, same as 10 a.m., 11 a.m., 12 p.m. The count is being at 30 plus 10, 40 plus 10, and 50 plus 25 is 75. So this is the count, this is the head count that is being added in the roster count. Okay, now you can see the available count. The 20 people's roster and 20 people available, 30 people roster at 9 a.m. shift, but 26 people available. Now where are the 4 people? So the floor supervisor has allotted tea break for 4 people. Okay, 4 people are on tea break. So now what is the shrinkage calculation? I am deleting this and again mentioning the formula in front of you for shrinkage. The 1 minus available count, the people who are ready to work, divided by roster count. You can see the shrinkage. Now the 26 available count against 30, shrinkage 13, same as 32 available count against 40, 20% shrinkage, 20% shrinkage, 20% shrinkage, and the formula would be that like. Okay, so this is the formula, you can see. So why the floor supervisor is seeing the less count against the roster count? Because he is allotting the break. In this shift he has allotted 4 people's break. In this time slot 10 a.m. he has allotted 4 plus 4, 8 people's break. Like this he has to give in the break for all the advisors. So you can see I have tried to tell you 75 people has been reported for break during this shift time, because every shift time he has to manage the break as per the availability, and total we have max head count 75. Okay, so you can see he is giving break time to time, and you may know that in the morning time it is less call volume, so when the working started is 0% shrinkage, this shrinkage, and in this time slot the week of the break is more due to shrinkage is showing high. But if we have high volume, then we can manage this shrinkage in less numbers, and we can arrange the break for tea break or lunch break whatever after this time, after 1 p.m. So the shrink in this time and the volume is get less, so we can manage here. Okay, like the same after 6 p.m. the volume is increasing in every office. Okay, so the peak time, in the peak time we can manage the less number of shrinkage for the break, and non-peak time we can manage the break as per the requirement. So this is the calculation for time by slot. But we have to calculate the overall shrinkage for that day. How would we calculate? There are two types of formula. Once we will make a sum for all these roster count, and same as we will make a sum for this available count, and we will just drag this formula. This is the 12% shrinkage for the day, and accept it. We can also know the formula. I am just writing this formula. Sum product this shrinkage comma roster count bracket close divided by sum of roster count, you can see 12% shrinkage. So this is the calculation for the day shrinkage. So this was the calculation and time slot wise shrinkage calculation. Now we move to out of shrinkage. So what is the component for out of shrinkage? There are two types of shrinkage: planned shrinkage, unplanned shrinkage. In planned shrinkage, we consider the usual leaves, like in some companies it is called EL, earned leave, PL, paid leaves, or general leaves. Casual leave, in some companies it is giving casual leave, so CL. Holidays, it is declared holiday, DH declared holiday, NH national holiday. In every company you may got national holiday like 2 October, 15 August, 26 January. Okay, and the week offs. Week off already, if we have the peoples, we also have to give them the rest, like the week offs. Okay, so these components comes under planned shrinkage. Okay, and unplanned shrinkage is anybody is be rostered and he is not present, that is called absent. In some companies that is called NCNS. Okay, and absent, your unpaid leave. Half day, unplanned half day cause unplanned shrinkage. Okay, accepted, we have the paternity leave, maternity leave. Paternity leave is giving to when you are being to be a father, and maternity leave, it is long type of leave, like 6 months is giving in any offices or as per the requirement. Okay, or as per the government guidelines that is giving, so that is called maternity leaves. In these two types of leaves, maternity leave or paternity leave, it is being allotted operation manager approval in maternity leave, and HR manager approval, HR approval is maternity leave. So these would be considered in non-shrinkage part maternity, because it is 6 to 9 months leave. Okay, so let's move to calculation for this. You may see domestic working and international working. Domestic working, there are two types of working. There are two types of business: domestic business and international business. So what will be the impact of this thing? Actually, would like to say further calculation. Let's see the calculation part. Active headcount. We had active headcount of 20 people in our office, and we have 7 days in a week. Okay, 7 days in a week. So total working day would be 140, 20 into 7. Okay, now agents on week, candidates on week off. If we have 20 people, we have to give 20 week offs for every people, 1 week off in a week. So we'll give 20 week offs. Okay, except this agent on leave, we can see the 5 people has taken the leave for this week, and absent agent 6 agents. So total we have 31 of agents who are absent. Now we are calculating the week of shrinkage. So for calculating the week of shrinkage, we will just calculate nominator the week of count divided by total working days. This 14.29, that is standard format, that is standard shrinkage for week off in domestic business, because every people has to give in a week off in a week. Okay, if we are working in international process, we have to give in the 2 people 2 week off for every people. So in 7 days we have to allot 40 people. 40 week off once we will give, then the week off shrinkage would be 29%. Okay, got my point in international working and domestic working. Now the planned shrinkage. What is planned shrinkage? In planned shrinkage calculation, I have taken C16, which means planned leaves divided by roster count, total working days minus BCOPs, working days minus BCOP. In denominator we will do calculation for excluding BCOP only. Okay, we will not deduct the agent count who are absent, because we will just considering them in roster. Okay, so roster count. Okay, plan leaves divided by total working days minus BCOPs. Okay, that is plan shrinkage. Now we talk about unplanned shrinkage. Unplanned shrinkage will just calculate C17 unplanned leaves divided by total roster count. What will be the roster count? Roster count would be BCOP count minus planned leave count, because this was also roster and planned leave was also roster. Okay, so in denominator we will have the count for absent people like as numerator. So this is the unplanned leave shrinkage. Okay, now the overall shrinkage is, we'll just add all the components shrinkage, we'll call as overall shrinkage. Okay, so friends, I hope you have enjoyed and learned from this video about shrinkage. If you like this video, if you got some learning with this video, you may like this video, because we have set a target of 500 likes for this video. Okay, so request you to do like if you like this video, if you got learn. If you have any input, you can just raise your input by writing us a message. We'll try to give your answer for that question. Okay, thank you, bye bye. Be online for more videos. Thanks.